What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to Grey Grey Studios, where we do and talk about all things creative. My name is Grey Grey, your awkward yet talented chingu. And you guys know how I give you now. I give you hot topics, interesting topics, uncomfortable conversations you need to have. Yes, that is the one. Or with me today, I have a very interesting guest, someone that that understands this topic inside out. So, what is this topic? The topic here is side hustle. A lot of Nigerians have like two, three different jobs so that they can make ends meet. You are working a 9 to 5 and you have a side also to, balance out the equation. So we're going to be talking about the truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly side of side hustle with my very, very lovely guest. Thank you for being here. Yeah, please introduce yourself.
All right. Thank you so very much, ma.
Yeah,
It's my pleasure to be here.
thank you.
All right. Dare Medewase.
Medewase, okay.
That's a Middle East name, actually. All right.
Yeah.
So I am a graduate of Kogi State University,
Mm,
English and Literary Studies to be precise.
mm,
So I currently work with the NMI Murtala Mohammed International Airport,
mm,
and I got my side hustle as well.
mm.
Part of which I do a numbers of side hustle to be precise. That is what it entails now. So I'm a waiter. Let me say, in fact, I'm a CEO in the making now. So it's called Magnum Investments Limited, which is upcoming and probably like 80% done now. I think for now, that's just a little about it.
Yeah, so you're a Kogi person.
Yeah,
You're from
actually.
Kogi. I can just tell from Kogi State University, then the surname as well. I feel like, I know my Kogi people. My Kogi people, all the Kogi people I know are down
Yeah.
to earth. Like, I know a handful of Kogi people, and they are down to earth. What I mean by that is that they are very industrial. They are very handsy. They like to get something done. A Kogi person is not lazy. That's what I know. So yeah, thank you for being on Great Great Studios
Thank you
to
so
have
much.
this interesting conversation. Now, you did mention that you work at Muritala Mohammed Airport. So can you tell me what role it is, and is it a 9 to 5 job?
Yeah, basically a 9 to 5 job and a shift actually.
Okay,
So
shift.
yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, so what role is it? What role do you
Yeah, I'm
play?
just a travel agent personnel. So
Okay.
just making all my clients, having a travel, in fact, a seamless travel experience. So that's what I do majorly.
Okay. So a travel agent. Okay, that's nice. So when did you decide to start side hustle? When did you realize that you need to have like one or more things, running? How was the story like?
Oh, interesting. Interesting. All right. It's gonna be a little story, but you permit me to just go about it. All right. Sometimes I think I conceived this idea. Sometimes 2, 3 years back when we had this pandemic of a thing. Yeah, I think I lost my first job to hit. So it was kind of tough and crazy. I mean, I barely hit. In fact, a lot of things happened. In fact, I almost lost my place, my abode. So to the extent that if I don't see my friend, if I don't get to talk to them, I don't get to eat. I don't get to wear clothes, I don't get to go out, all of that. So I felt like I think I need to do something better if I eventually get out of this mess. So fortunately for me, when I eventually get myself on this new job that I do, I feel like no, the first thing I struggled for was to get a balance. I needed a veg. I felt like I need a wedge in case of anything. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
do get.
So from there I'd be like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And that was how I begin to start, putting my interest and things together, my skills. I was like, okay, what can I do to probably help out myself? And by virtue of that, I was able to come up with one or two, things that I do extra that I call my side hustle now. So
That's fascinating.
yeah, thank you.
2020 was tough for a lot of business owners because
Yeah,
the pandemic. You can't go to work. You can't interact with people. A lot of people
absolutely
were
nothing.
isolated. A lot of people just had to like
A lot
a
of
lot of
downsizing,
businesses. Yes,
downsizing.
downsizing.
Yeah, a lot.
And
Yeah.
would we even call it downsizing or just like
Disengagement, basically.
yes, disappearing basically. A lot of businesses were evaporating like fresh air. Like
Yeah.
everything was really really tough. So I get at that period of time, a lot of people were trying to feel like I cannot just stay on this spot.
on the
And when you
spot
look
alone.
at it,
Yeah.
that's where even a lot of content creators started,
Yeah.
international content creators, local
Oh,
content creators, because people felt like, "Ah, it cannot just continue going like this. We need to expand our tentacles
exactly.
to,
Yeah.
get one or two things doing." So yes, I can really
That
relate
was my
to you
motivation actually.
on
That
that.
was my thank God it
Yeah.
happened then. Maybe yeah.
So now for people that are watching, because we know we have a lot of people watching us, and just like, possibly some nepo babies that are watching that don't know, like they can't relate to side hustle.
Okay.
They're like, what is a side hustle? I can't figure it out. So for people who are like trying, can you tell them like what a side hustle is and what, because side hustle is like a slangish
Yeah.
term. Some people say I have two jobs, I have another job, I have multiple careers, but in Nigeria, side hustle might not even be your passion. So just let's explain to people what side hustle is.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah. Just like you rightly said, a lot of persons have different terms for describing what they do as optional job. You understand? But for me, in fact, I have someone who call it opportunity. Yet another opportunity. What better word can I use? I call it my. I don't want to use the word leverage. I don't want to use the word leverage, but basically,
Like
is
a plan B, like something that you can fall back on, like for daily cash
yeah.
flow.
I'm just yeah exactly. But I'm just
Yeah.
trying to. There's this cashy word I do use for my own self. I just develop it for myself. Maybe I should say
Don't worry, we can always
okay.
come back to
There,
the
sure,
term,
sure,
right?
yeah.
So for people who are watching us, side hustle is just like an alternative job or alternative means of income, something that will be able to sustain you when your 9 to 5 is not sustaining you enough. Because to have a side hustle, sometimes side hustle basically for a lot of people is not a hobby. It's not something they feel like, okay, let me just do. It's something they are doing for the purpose of earning. So when you're having a side hustle, you are doing it for the main purpose of earning. While that might not be your main income, it's an additive, like an additional income to what you already have. So now, what side hustles do you have? So before we go into what are the advantages of side hustle, like what are the side hustles you have right now?
Okay. Right now, I own a shop. Yeah, I own a
Okay.
shop whereby a salon to be precise.
Okay.
I own one, and secondly, like I said, I'm into travel agency stuff. You understand? So I am more like a consultant. Yeah, for foreign trips and all of that. And I'm a writer. I do freelancing. Yeah, I write.
When you say I'm right, I say I'm nodding my head. That's how I keep myself fed. Basically, take right side hustle writing job. Like for me now, I'll say my major. It's a very very funny situation because it started out as my side hustle was my main hustle. So I started with a lot of side hustle before I now figured out of my side hustles which one do I want to make my main.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
understand that.
like I started out writing. Writing has always been my first, what I've always been doing. But writing then, I just had at the back of my mind, like, okay, I'm still in school. I'll use to figure out what I want at like long run. So once I started writing and was getting jobs here and there. And I realized that after school, it's more difficult. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just focus on writing as my main because writing has never failed me at least. Then I now started photography. And I'm like, you know what, sorry, writing, you're back to side hustle, you're back to my side chick. My main chick right now is photography, videography, So I've been doing that for a few years now. And then side hustle writing. I also have like a small sewing business on the
Business.
side.
Wow, that's great.
So just to like balance it up, because
Yeah,
at least you cannot fail here and fail here and
I'm
fail
feeling. No,
here.
no, it's not
If one is
possible.
failing, one will be able to like at least patch you up.
Patch you up. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's the genesis of my own side hustle
yeah,
as
that's
well.
great.
So for you, what are the benefits of side hustle?
Right now. Yeah. You see, to be honest, side hustle to me is like an oxygen. You know, it's a lifesaver. You
Yes.
understand? Because going by the whole country statistic analysis now, even the whole minimum
Economy.
wage, a lot
My
of
God.
things. You don't want to relate. And the more income you think you earn, the more problems comes around. Basically, you've got a lot of things to attend to. You understand? So at some point, and in the same vein, you still want to meet up, social demands. So how do you get to strike up a balance here? So this is why this is actually needed. It helps you breathe better. Yeah. So when you actually expecting, even sometimes salary fails, yeah, or gets delayed. But there are some things that keeps you going. There are some things that your basic needs, you can actually fall them, like, and like actually rest them on. And probably your salary, you can now, okay, well, this is my project. This is what I want to do. Then you can actually have, if it is enough, you can put it into it. But if it's not enough, you can have savings for that. We have people who does this 9 to 5 jobs who still earn like 70, 80, 90, 100,000 euro. And you compare, if they do the analysis of how they go to work, return and feeding and all of that, even the house rent, it's absolutely nothing to write home about. Then some persons, I know some persons that even before the salary comes, a lot of debt has been, on a line. So how do you do all of this? So you begin to get your salary to pay up a debt and get the next salary to pay up yet another debt. So you just see yourself, remaruging, going around the same concentric circle. So this will help you plan your life better if you can actually get that. So this is what I've been able to discover over time since I ventured into it.
I really agree with you. I totally agree
Yeah.
with you because when you look at the economy right now, we
Yeah.
have people who do 9 to 5 and it pays them really well,
Yeah.
but those opportunities are not
They are
enough.
rare. Yeah.
So a lot of people are in some fields, maybe they are in tech or maybe they are in finance or maybe they are in one of maybe healthcare fields that pay
Pays
them
well.
pays
Better.
them well,
Yeah.
and they don't even have time to run a side hustle. But we're talking about the major Nigerian people, like the normal basic Nigerians who strive a minimum wage 9 to 5 that is not paying them well. They have a family, they have mouths to feed, they have debts, they have bills to
Bills to
pay.
pay.
So a lot of times salary is not sufficient.
It's not.
Even business owners kind of struggle with keeping income coming in. So income is not coming in, but they have to pay the people that are working for them. So
Exactly.
whether you get income this month or you
Or
don't get income this
not.
month,
You've
you
got to
have to you
pay.
have to pay. So
You have
it's
to
just like
sort
a
out bills.
toxic cycle. Even business owners have side hustles. People who are running companies have side
Side
hustle. You see
hustles.
somebody that has maybe like a pure water factory now, still has poultry on the
Poetry.
side. He
Yeah.
still has shop that they are selling hairdressing stuff on the side. Just so that, like you said, the balance. So I,
Yeah.
I really agree, totally agree with you on that. People don't like to, suffer.
So
So
exactly.
they
Yeah.
want a sense of protection, a sense of stability, like, oh, at least I should be able to, balance
Balance
myself. So
myself.
it
Yeah.
comes down when you look at the tagline, it's that balance, that stability. So side also for a lot of people provides that stability that their 9 to 5 does not provide.
Provide. Yeah.
But still, that 9 to 5 also provides a stability their side hustle
So
might
might
not
not
provide.
actually
So it's
provide.
just
Yeah.
like trying to,
It's
like you said,
a balance.
balance the
Yeah.
both. So yeah, I truly understand what you're saying. So now, you are working a 9 to 5. So now that you've started side hustle with it, how has it opened your mindset? What are the things that it has exposed you to that you feel like, with this I can be able to scale, with this I can be able to do one or two things. So what mindset has your side also exposed you to?
Oh, thank you very much. I want to talking about this the mindset that my side hustle actually exposed me to. It makes me feel like one, a boss of my own. It gives me some level of discipline. Yeah. Okay. I want to let's take this. You see, whatever I can because having my own 9 to 5 job, I know my do's and don't. You understand? And that is where the issue of discipline comes in. So I try as much as possible to learn from that. I extract some stuffs from that, some discipline. Me naturally, I'm that kind of I don't care kind of person. You understand? Whatever happens, happens. But when it comes to my own side hustle, then I'll be like, oh no, I think it's high time I have to be more strict on things like this. I have to, be more creative. It brings about creativity. It brings about, because now what the only thing I think majorly, if I'm to hit the point, the only thing I think majorly is, okay, what if I'm no longer in this? What if I no longer in that 9 to 5? How am I going to survive? Or what if the whole thing is just no longer in existence? So I'm just there to just feed myself and just to care for myself, cater for myself, and all of that. How am I really going to go about it? So helps me envision things even ahead of time. So that is it majorly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I feel for me, the mindset, it gives me a sense of control.
Okay, yeah.
Control over my
Over
time, over my
time.
life, over
Yeah.
my decisions. And it also gives me an idea of what to expect, or
Expect.
what I feel like my future is going
It's
to, because
gonna
it's
seem
easy for
like,
you to
yeah.
dream, to say,
Yeah.
oh, Lamborghini, two mansion, one mansion on the left, one mansion on the right. It's easy for you to dream and think of all
Dream
those
big.
things. But when you have something that you have control over, you have a decision to make over, it makes you have a better gauge of your future. Like, okay, what are the things I need to do?
I need to
And
do
it makes you
right.
more responsible.
Exactly.
So if things fail, you know what you did wrong.
Exactly.
And if things go right, you know that, I can move this, I can scale this, I can do this. So
Accountability.
yes, accountability is the key. So it gives you that sense of responsibility. Like, okay, this is something I want to cater for. It's like planting something and watching it grow. So, and what you said about 9 to 5, like for me, I would say my photography, videography, coming to the studio to work is like my 9 to 5.
Five
But
thing. Yeah.
I've never like applied for a 9 to 5 job and gotten into a 9 to 5 job. I've never done that. So that's why I said my life started with a series of side hustles. So I'm someone who's just like doing this, doing this, doing this, doing that, jack of
Trade.
all trades, then trying to figure out something. So when I see somebody with 9 to 5, like I used to see, both my parents are civil servants. So they
Okay.
have that discipline. They wake up in the morning, they go to work. They have like you say, rules and regulations they follow, that they
Exactly.
instill. So I kind of take from their lifestyle
Style.
and budgeting. So once you are on 9 to 5, you have that sense of budgeting, because you know that this money is coming in, there's
Very
no money coming in again.
articulative.
So you have to, even if I tell my dad, then I want to buy data, I want to do this, I want to do this, it's like, nah, there's money stipulated for
For
the things we
everything.
need to do.
Yeah.
So we cannot spend tomorrow's money today, because
Today.
tomorrow there won't be any money to
To
spend.
spend.
So all of those things, discipline, like you said,
Yeah.
then sense of responsibility.
Stability.
So a lot of people with 9 to 5 just feel like, okay, I'll just do this, I'll just do this, I'll just do that. But when they are just doing things flippantly and it does not work, it will make you want to find out solutions, find
Solutions.
like,
Yeah.
okay, what is going on? How can I find solutions to this problem? So I totally agree with you when you said it gives you like that accountability, makes you disciplined,
Discipline. Yeah.
it gives you a sense of control, and yeah, it also enforce your stability, like reinforce your stability. So that makes a lot of sense. So now, how is it? You said you have like a barbering salon, like a salon, yeah, a shop. So it? What did you think of, or what was the reason for your decision that? Because when you look at it, they have like 100 side hustles, a million side hustles, even. So
Yeah.
what was your decision that made you think barbering salon? Like what made you have that decision to, like, okay, this is what I want to do as my side hustle?
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. You see, basically, like I would say, you see, most of these things, it's not about interest. It's not about okay, I've got interest in it, because even looking at me, I can't even barb. I
You
can't
can't
even do
buy.
it. You understand? But I feel the necessity for it, because one, I feel like, okay, I just sat down. I had to think about, what do I need to do. All right. I check my time. I check my my skills and interest. Okay, now plus my time slot. Those are the three things I put into consideration. So I feel like, okay, if I'm to do these things, this skill, I don't have it. But it's something because I I'm more into fashion. I take that business quite seriously. So I'd be like, okay, now this is it. This is it. Then I need this opportunity. What if at least to start with? And this is something that I need something that wouldn't make me want to spend more. Or maybe because even when I started it, I'd be like, I don't want something I want to start paying salaries because I'm not sure I have that kind of money. Yeah. So you just have to, like I said, it helps you envision ahead. It helps you think faster than necessary, than ordinary. So I feel like, okay, fine. If I can do this, ordinary, this person who is not going to, the person I ever keep there is not going to, yeah. So whatever it makes, just give me my own cut. So I think it's better. So that was the whole idea. I feel like, okay, now that it's like this, then let me get this. So I strive for the what for the opportunity. I got it, and I had to get someone doing it, an expert. So all I needed to do was all that was needed to make it what it is was what I
Give.
gave, and
That's
that's
actually very brilliant.
so
To be
that's it.
honest, because
Yeah.
when you hire someone, you are immediately thinking of, I want to pay their salaries, I want to pay them at the
That
end
would
of
be
the
the next
month.
headache, you know.
That's the headache. So whether you pay or you don't pay,
Whether you make money or not, you
whether
have to
you make you
pay.
have to pay. Whether you make money or not, you have to pay. But in this case, you just said, okay, here's the business, here's my cut.
So it basically is the
So
one
basically,
giving
you're not
return.
paying
This
me.
return. So you can see. So while I sleep, I'm making my money. So it's just a start. So
See,
don't.
I've learned from you. My next see, hey, people have to start paying me. I've been paying too much. See my neck. See my neck. I'm lean. I've been paying too much. So people just have to, that's very brilliant. So
Exactly.
how do you track sales?
All right. Basically, I have, to be honest, I have a camera there, so I can always do my. I have statistic analysis of how many persons come in. We have a price control there, and all. So what I do is just okay. Okay, how much do people around me pay for a cut? He gave me this amount. I said, for me, this is what I want. And if it takes you reducing what you return to me, I don't mind. So there is just like you don't in fact when you get there you don't have a place to sit. One because of the price there, the fuel is cheaper, and it gets some level of comfort. You understand? And this is one guy that I know. I've tried and tested him because I set him on a kind of reasonable man test, and I was sure that this is a guy that can actually deliver for me. So that was what I go for. So yes.
That's
So that's
brilliant.
so
So
that's
it's
those are
not
the
like a
parameter I use in measuring those things. Yeah.
it's not like a percentage based. Is it percentage based or whether you make this or make this, this is the amount I'm collecting?
Actually, this is what I do. It's not about percentage base. You understand?
Okay.
I okay now. I've done my research, my underground check. You understand? So I know okay, this is what we make, right? So it's just like giving him a basic a daily gauge or something. Okay,
Okay.
if this is like
Targets.
this, yeah, something like that. If you had to pay me weekly, so this is what are you paying in a week, in a day, right? Okay, fine. If it is 2 weeks, this is what is some sort. So if it's 3 weeks, if it is a month, so it depends on what I want to get. So I know what I'm getting. Even if it is a month, he knows how much you sent to me. Even while I'm sleeping, I get my alert. So it's just like that.
A lot of business people
Yeah.
fall into the trap of like, I'm doing a 9 to 5. I want to open a shop. I want to put someone there. But they're not looking at it like, let me give you the business. Do
Yeah.
it and pay me.
Exactly. So
If
that's
you're
it.
not doing it, leave.
Yeah.
Another person will come.
Yeah.
So it's more about it's a strategy
Basically.
for keeping that daily cash flow. So it puts the person in charge on their toes to
On
be
the
able to be
toes,
like,
yeah.
okay, now this is mine.
This is mine.
I'm
Yeah.
giving this. Now
Exactly.
it's time for me to step up the game, right?
Exactly.
To figure, even the person will be creative enough to be like, okay, what can I do to bring in clients? How can I make more money?
A lot of
Because
things.
more money for them is more money for the business inadvertently.
Sometimes we do incentives for those good customers, So
That's wonderful. I feel like you just
so
unlocked.
we are basically the best on
Yeah.
our row. We are basically number one. So we're talking
I,
again.
I
Yeah?
feel you just unlocked like it's part of side hustle. So yeah, that's lovely. But what do you think about people who can't actually hire anybody? Maybe they have a side hustle. Maybe they feel like they have to do it themselves. Maybe they've not found someone with the skill set. How would they be able to balance it out? How do you think they should be able to balance it out?
Okay. To my belief is the only thing that can take your time is your 9 to 5 thing. I understand that, but if otherwise, If otherwise, maybe you have two, three, or four that you need to do. I don't think because they said to me, I believe health is wealth. You can't actually run two things at a frequency, supposedly. We have people
To try.
who try. People are thriving, but I see no reason why you shouldn't want to allow people. It is understandable that okay, you've not gotten a professional hand to handle it. It is understandable, but it should always be at the back of your mind that if you must try, supposedly, then don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. You don't have to be too hard on yourself. Get people. Most of my things I do, I get people to do for me. Not all, not. I don't basically have any skill like handiwork. I mean to say, you understand. I can say my writing skill was
I think you
supposed to be
actually have a
yeah,
skill. Your
yeah.
skill is in manager, like managerial
There skill
skill,
exactly.
like to
Yeah,
manage people and like say, okay, this is I know this person is good for this. Let this person do this. Let this person do
exactly.
that.
Like a team lead thing. You understand that I know what to
Yes,
do when to do them. You understand. But it is
yes,
something I can actually do. If I was there myself, I might not be able to actually do it supposedly. You understand?
yeah,
Yeah. But
and
having to
yeah,
get people, knowing to get people, I mean, how to get people that are actually right people at the right place, is one thing I try to work on. You understand? So I don't believe in having to stress up myself. I believe in my rest. Yeah, I believe in resting.
getting the right people for the right job to
Yeah.
do something, and then that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. So yeah, we're going to take a quick break to read some ads. Have you been enjoying this so far? Are you enjoying our conversation? Do you relate? Are you looking like, Gregory is making sense. He's making sense. Can you relate? Yes. Now go to that subscribe button and subscribe for more content like this. Like, share, comment, and don't forget to hit your notification bell. So once I just drop like this, you just say background, you just come running like great. And if you don't even want to run, you can just walk, you can just stroll in. We have content for you. I want to tell you guys about this brand, Designer. Designer is a fashion brand. They design and create lovely fashion accessories. They have lovely accessories ranging from their veils to even outfits, beautiful outfits that are durable, beautiful, classy, sophisticated for men and women. They have shoes, they have bags, they have things that will make you look good, feel good. Designer is just for you. So go to the description below. They have their Instagram, they have their TikTok. They have very, very affordable, and even if it's luxury you want, they have it all in stock for you. Care for yourself with designer. You feel me? Yes, I also want to tell you about Grey Grey Photo Studio. Grey Grey Productions Limited is a company that is dedicated to meeting your creative needs. We're talking about photography, videography. We're talking about creative writing. So you want to create that movie, you don't know where to start, Grey Grey Studio. You want to cover that event, you don't know where to start, Grey Grey Studio. You want to take that beautiful portrait, photo shoot, birthday shoot, you don't know where to go, reach out to Grey Grey Production Limited. Grey Grey Studios is for you. Grey Grey Studio is for you. Yes, it's my name. You can see the correlation. Yes. Link is in the description below. Love you. And let's get back into the conversation. All right. So yeah, let's continue.
All right. Thank you.
Now, so I'd like to, I have a few more questions here. I'd like us to just, go through. Now we've talked about the perks of being a side hustle. We've talked about how interesting it is. You've given me a strategy that I'm going to apply. Because yes, we are all about learning, guys. We're all about looking for strategy. It's not as if we're just talking. We are identifying problems and we are looking for solutions. You don't have to be the lawyer, doctor, engineer, mechanic, carpenter of your business. You can outsource rightfully. Like you said, I have already learned something. Give people the grace. Like what you said now, that guy that is running the business, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but I'm assuming it's a guy.
Okay.
That guy running your business now would have the comfort and would have the confidence because it feels like it's just like his business.
Business. Yeah.
It's just like his business. So you have the creativity to grow in his own right. So once you give people business and they have like a delivery to meet up with you, to meet up to you. So it kind of makes a lot of sense. We are discussing strategy, guys. So now, yeah, we've talked about all of that. I want us to now talk about the challenges of side hustle. Because side hustle, we know it gives stability, it it makes us accountable. Like you said, it gives us discipline. It gives us a trajectory for our future. It gives us that, that fallback plan B. But there are challenges. Because if everybody's making it from side also, nobody will be complaining.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
nobody will be saying like it's auto sue me. Nobody will be like I'm tired. It's not easy. So I want us to discuss the challenges. I have a few ideas, but I want to hear from you as a pro because I've gotten pro tips. So yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. When we're talking about to every job, there's always a hazard. Yeah, yeah. So you see, having to have a side hustle, you understand, there are challenges. There are challenges. We all have to know that. One, it could be number one thing that's always coming. Let me say fear. Yeah, there is fear in the air. There fear in the air. Everybody will be like, "Ah, I want to go into this. I want to go into this. Okay, how do I start? What do I start? Number one thing is the knowledge of it. If, Number one thing, the knowledge of what you want to do. Number two, you think of okay. Let me explain a bit better. Not we have there's a difference between a skill and what's it called, like a talent. There's a different. These are two different things. You understand? Skills could be something that you just go to learn. You understand? Because like me now, part of the challenges that I'm facing now is, to be honest, just I don't know if the boy will be hearing this. You understand? What if this guy did just say like, I'm not going there today. I just want to leave the place. Like for the next 1 month, what's going to be my fate? I have to start running up and down to. It's a challenge. This is something I nest within me, but I don't want to show it to him. So most time, even I try to encourage him. Like, I'm going to Olamide's shop. Like that's the name of the guy. You understand? I'm going to my boy's shop. You understand? So I don't even make it seem like it's mine. I give him the impression like it's yours. You understand? Just to like pamper him and some way somehow. You understand? It's one fear because I can't go there and start doing it myself. That's number one. So another challenge is people be like, okay, okay, we have this economic challenge as well. Okay, what to produce, how to produce, and to whom do I produce? That's a challenge. What do I need to do? To whom? Who are my targeted customers? And what do I want to give to them? What do I need to do? Because it's one thing to you can't like in season like this you can't be producing something like a cardigan now. You're not helping the situation. You want to yes you're going to run what's it called,
Bankrupt.
bankrupt. You understand? So all these things are you just have to be intellectually sound. You have to have this ego high. You should be able to understudy your environment. You understand what I'm saying?
I
So,
do.
so that's yet another challenge. And another challenge is finance. Finance. Everybody want to do it. I want to go into it. I want to go into it. Okay, this is selling fast. Okay, let me go into it. Okay, how do I go about it? They tell you, oh, okay, take for instance, tech. Okay, I want to go into tech. They sell it's selling fast now. Do you know how much to get registered into it? Even when you finally get it, you are even certified in it. Do you have the job? What gives you the opportunity that you're going to be employed? So there are a lot of challenges everywhere. So there is nothing you want to venture into. Number one thing you have in your mind is, I'm going to face the challenge. I'll prepare you about it. I'll prepare you. You understand? Okay. Thomas Edison once said, I don't fail 1,000 times, but I feel or I understand 1,000 times why it won't work. Yes, that was his word. You understand? So definitely there's going to be challenge. You should expect it. You should expect it. But then I'll prepare you. Is your mind made up? And that is where the interest also comes in. Your interest, consistency. I think those are my point there. Yeah.
Yeah. You made mention of some points that I truly agree with, like fear.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to start side hustles, but they already give themselves like a million reasons why it
It's
might
not
not
good
work.
work. Yeah.
Because they're thinking of number one, the economy, the 9 to 5 I'm doing is not even working. What's the guarantee this is going
It's
to
gonna work.
work?
Yeah.
Is that is I won't call it pessimism, but there's that negative, not that negative feeling,
Feelings.
that
Yeah.
heavy feeling of like I've been trying a lot of things, it's not working. And the crazy thing is that a lot of things people actually try. It's not physical, it's mental.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't. They're like, I've tried a lot of things. No, you have thought about trying a lot of things. You've not
Yes.
actually
Put
physically
it.
done
Yeah.
it.
And if you don't win
It's
inside,
like,
you can't win outside.
I've thought about trying this. I've thought about trying this. So the idea of many reasons why it might not work is already weighing them down. That one positive thing, they are not seeing it
At
yet.
all.
So a lot of people are thinking like, okay, if I start this side also, if I start this side also, it will not work. So you are going in with the fact that you are going to fail. So you are going in with the notion that you are going to
Gonna
fail,
fail.
and that is a type of fear.
Yeah.
That is a
That
type
people
of fear.
carry.
Fear is not only when like, if I fail, something will beat me, or something will hurt me, or something will harm me, or I'll feel people will look down on me. No, no. The fear you give yourself is the fear you are projecting on the fact that the project you want to start might not even work. So yes, it's a huge challenge for a lot of people, and a lot of people might not even know they exhibit it because there's something to blame.
Yeah.
They blame the economy.
Why
I'm
can't
not saying
it's
the economy is great. The economy is giving everybody left and right, but they just feel like it's easier to blame the
blame
like
it all.
collective, yeah, the
On the economy.
collective
Yeah.
stuff than to just figure it out and be like, nah, something is wrong that you have to really figure it out. So yes, that fear is it's something that is really challenging a lot of people. And the finance aspect of it, because
Yeah.
as a business owner, I realize that there's nothing you want to start that you will not need capital.
You need it.
You need capital. So the
That's
capital
even the
might be,
bedrock.
yes, that's bedrock. The capital might be little, the capital might be much, and capital sometimes might not even be financial. It might be in terms of assets you need to
Asset,
get. It
yeah.
might be in terms of the people you
You
need
need
to
to
work
get,
with. It
yeah.
might be in terms of the things that you need, those pillars. It might even be your mental health in this sense. Some people don't have it. And, you know, capital is the bedrock. So let's even come back to the financial aspect.
Yeah.
What business do you want to
To
start
start.
as a side hustle that you will not need the funds for? Guys, if you are watching this, you can comment down below and let us know. Because I feel like capital plays a huge role.
Role,
Now,
yeah.
what people don't understand is that the capital they need, they have. But the capital they want is what will depress them.
Exactly.
For instance, now you want to start, let's say, a hairdressing. You have the skill set, quite
Yeah.
alright. So you are going to a 9 to 5. Basically, you don't need anything to do that. But they are thinking like, if I want to start going for maybe to help people in their house, at least I will need maybe like ring lights to do this thing. I will need maybe like, you don't need that now. You want it. You want those things, you are going to have them.
But you don't
But
need
what you need, you already have. But you're going to overlook all of that for what you want. And at the end of the time, at the end of the day, it ends up depressing you. So that's why I'm just going to say this. What you have, try to use it to get what you
What
want.
you want.
It could be that skill set. It could be your mobile device. Maybe you want to start content. It could be your mobile device.
Yeah.
It could be a friend.
What about shyness? Some places cannot even face camera.
Yes.
And this is what they need.
It's what they need.
Yeah, that's what they need to advertise.
Yes,
You have
yes.
to bring out your face. Your face is needed.
Yes.
You understand? I have someone that actually does this perfume thing, but to go meet people like this is what I do. But she's scared. I mean, let me just say she's just shy to advertise. I mean, and it's a challenge to her. So many times you just come in, can you just help me tell this person? I said, can't you talk to the person yourself?
Can you me tell you how to earn money?
So, and it's just like that. She's got interest, but that's a challenge to her.
I can
Yeah.
relate. I can
Yeah.
relate. Like people are camera shy. People might not be
Yeah.
able to express themselves, but there are some things that you can learn,
Yeah.
and there are some things that you need to equip yourself with. See, somebody said something to me. I don't know if I'm going to say it verbatim, like how they said it, but
Okay.
what I got from it was like, if you are eating and you are very, very hungry and somebody gives you food, like you've not eaten for a very long time and someone hands you a plate of food, like, Zainab, Burger, take food, you will eat it with joy. Once you are okay is when you start realizing that there's ants in the food.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you won't, at that point in time, you just want to satisfy your hunger. It's later you might be like, and I don't like jollof rice, but that's when you are full. That's when you are full. If your 9 to 5 is showing you shaggy and your 9 to 5 is making sure you are not getting enough, your mental health is going down the drain, and you have this side hustle you have hope for, I think the least of your problem is actually trying to advertise what you have. It is a challenge. I'm not trying to dismiss it, but that should be the least of your
List of your
problem.
problem, yeah.
If you can't do it, have somebody do it for you. If you can't advertise, you have friends. If you don't have friends, you have family. If you don't have family, you can go to a random person on the street and just say, please, auntie, I have this thing I want to sell. Just you don't need to be in front
need
of
to
the
advance.
camera. In fact, there are a lot of content nowadays that you don't even need to be in front of the camera to sell.
Yeah.
But you need to learn the skill to be able to do that.
Yeah,
So that
exactly.
you don't have to be in front of the camera. So you have to compromise. If you don't have that huge box waiting around, like hundreds of thousands of naira or millions of naira waiting around, at least what you have, try to use that one first. But a lot of people will not use what they have first, but they want what they
They
want.
want before they
I
can
think you get what
start.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to say.
I do.
A lot
I
of people
do.
want to have a very nice car, but they don't want to do what it will take them to get that nice car.
Let's go.
So my own rationale is like there's a lot of challenges, but a lot of those challenges are internal. A lot of those challenges are personal. A lot of those challenges are, how we've conditioned ourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you on that. I just needed to just add up on that fear aspect. And in terms of talents and skills, I agree with you on that. But I just want to buttress this skill as this point as well, that a lot of people are talented, but they don't know how to convert that talent into something they want.
They want.
A lot of people can sing, they have very sonorous voice, and I feel like, assuming there is opportunity, I'll become like the next kid. But there are opportunities. They are assuming the opportunity is going to fall in their laps. Like, okay, someone is going to just scout them on the streets, like, you're a good musician.
Yeah.
It doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes you have to be the one to put yourself out there. But what bridges the gap between someone that is talented and is able to apply that talent is the knowledge they've acquired.
Yeah.
So they'll have to learn about, okay, taking that talent from that raw product into a finished product.
Yeah.
Because if you have a talent and have a passion to make that talent work, but you're not doing anything about it, it is just a talent. It's not going to move past that talent,
Yeah.
and nobody's going to know
No.
about it. So I just wanted to add that. So without taking much more of your time, just tell us what is like a typical work week like for you. You go to work. What's like a typical work week?
Hectic, basically.
You have to do work.
No better word. Hectic. No better word. Having to, get up very early in the morning, hit the road, go through traffic, upon return, traffic and all of that, and even plus the work, stress and all of that. So just get home and just tired and just, oh no, just.
Then how do you maintain your health during the time?
Yeah, basically, that is why I say, I've got the opportunity that my kind of job is the shift type. You understand? So during my break time, I take it very seriously. You understand? I'm so disciplined with that. I barely go out until probably later in the evening when I need to just, get some, just want to go cool off, basically. So I need to refresh myself against the next 2 days or a day that I'm going to return back to work. So I've been able to, strike up a balance with that.
So you prioritize rest.
I prioritize it. Oh, it's not negotiable. No,
It's not negotiable.
at all.
Rest or nothing.
No,
or nothing
it's
at all.
not negotiable. Yeah.
So now, I want to bring it to like, some people that are doing 9 to 5. There are a lot of organizations or companies that don't want their employees or the people they hire to do something else because it takes away from the time they are working and all of that. So I want to ask, should a 9 to 5 worker tell their employer,
Okay.
sorry, not employee, should they tell their employer about their side hustle?
Wow. On this, my own perspective, I think it has to do with the company's policy. the company's policy and the contract. These two things has to be in place. You understand? You have to put them into consideration. So there are some companies that allows it. So if it allows it, why not? So let them know and relate with your HR. Let them know what you're up to. This is what you do, and at least that will help you build some level. I mean, them build some level of trust in you. And I think it's best to me. I don't see a reason why I should.
So you
Should.
just like based
Yeah.
off of the policy.
Yeah.
What if the company is like, okay, no, 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 we don't want you to do 9 to 5, just this job, and let's say the pay is not even great enough. So what would you advise, or what would you rather think? Yeah,
You mean if the pay is not
it's not great. It's not.
great
Or let's
enough?
say the pay is even okay. Let's say bare minimum, but
Okay.
it's not sufficient for maybe your lifestyle, your family to put one or two things together. But they don't want. They want a non-compete. They don't want you to do any other business aside of that job during the 9 to 5.
During the 9 to 5.
Yes.
To me, your your 9 to 5 will have to come first. Basically, your 9 to 5 will have to come first because whatever you want to do, still, even if it is some money you need to get to start up your side hustle, you understand.
Still
This
need to
is just
come.
like a side hustle. We call it side hustle. There's definitely a principle. So that principle should not by any reason be threatened. That is me. So if this is going to threaten, I have to let it
Rest.
rest or probably get something better that will not threaten it. So if it's going to threaten it, then I just let it go. Yeah. So I have to abide strictly by the policy of the company. So that's me. Yeah.
I totally agree because
Yeah.
side hustle, like we said, is additional.
It's additional.
It's
Yeah. So
additional. So it's not like okay, it has to be there has to be a principal.
Yeah.
For something to become a side, there has to be a main
the main
one.
one. Yeah.
So if the main one is threatened by the side,
No, I
then
don't
it's
think
a
it's worth it.
problem.
It's not worth it. So
But what in situations whereby the side hustle is making 100 times more than the main,
so if it is, then you should feel free to tender your resignation.
the main is just like
Feel
bye.
free. Yeah, just feel free. Feel free. You
Okay.
understand? So that you can have some level of
Yeah,
clean slate.
some
Yeah.
level of yeah,
Yeah.
like how do I say it? Control
Control
over what you want to
exactly.
do.
So it's
So
not.
I get.
Give some other
So
person some chance to do it. So if you know you really want to develop it, just fall back to your thing and do your thing. Yeah.
so now, how do you know a side hustle is ready to become a full-time business?
All right. Okay. If this parameters to measure that from my own end. One, then I think I've gotten enough customer base. Yeah. I think going by my calculation, this can sustain me. That's one. Number two, I should say I'm having a constant income, not just the customer base.
Stability.
Yes, yeah. So if I'm getting that, then I know I'm good.
Focus on what works.
Yes,
Divert.
exactly.
Divert.
So I think what more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in marketing, because I'm married to a marketer. My husband used to tell me like once you try many things, like once you try to see what works, then the one that converts the most, that is to say that gives you more income the most, you should try to see what works there and focus on it. And once that is now, you can now focus on every other thing by the side. So now your side hustle will become your main hustle. Then you can now have a side hustle for the main hustle. Yeah, and now that main hustle should not be threatened. Yeah. So I get what you're trying to say. So we've had like a very very lovely conversation. I've been able to express myself, and I think you've been able to express yourself. I understand. Okay, from what I can get from what you've said, you've talked about how side also is should be like a um a like an additional, not to threaten your main hustle, because your main hustle is what is bringing you the principal. The side hustle is just to like balance it out, and should be able to strike a balance. You should not compromise your rest, and you should also be very responsible when you have your side hustle, because sometimes side hustles will be failing and be taking your main hustle money. So imagine you're putting money in your side hustle and it's just eating the money. You don't know where it is going and all of that. So you have to be very responsible, be accountable, and yeah, be very strategic. He also emphasized on market survey. Learn about the market. Don't just say, I want to start a side hustle, jump into it. You have to learn about the market, learn what is going, find the right people to put in the right positions. If you have to hire, if you have to do it yourself, prioritize rest. Don't kill yourself because of side hustle. And yeah, but side hustle is very, very important if you are trying to balance out your financial life or figure out your financial stance. So I'm just going to wrap it up with a few questions. What would you advise somebody who is scared to start a side hustle?
All right. Basically, fear is a normal thing. It's a normal thing. But my main advice is don't let it freeze you. Yeah, don't let it freeze you. Because if it freezes you, then it incapacitates you.
True.
You understand? And every of your dreams, every of your aspirations will go down the drain, basically. So you might not be able to achieve anything. You only keep dreaming and you remain a dreamer. So just start it. Do just do it. Just do it. Let it fail. If you want to fail, let it fail. It's a normal thing. So when it fails, then you learn from it that this way that you have tried wasn't the way or the right way. So you can try something or try another method. It's just like that. And that's the essence of research,
So don't let your fear freeze you.
basically.
That's a very good one.
Yeah.
So now, what helped you stay consistent? Because consistency is also very, very important when it comes to side hustle. You can't just say, okay, I'm trying to create stability, then you're going up and down, up and down, up and down. So what helped you stay consistent? That is to say, balance your 9 to 5 and your side hustle.
All right. If I must stay consistent, if I must stay consistent in my job, then there are some things one has to put into consideration as well, which is let me see, you should you should be disciplined. Number one, if you want to stay consistent, you should be disciplined. Put this into consideration first. Put this into consideration. Your time, your okay, the time space, like I said, the skill itself, and then the skills, the time. You understand? So all these things has to be put into consideration. And how do you put them into consideration? To match with your consistency. You shouldn't jump into, maybe let me say, something trendy. Yeah, don't jump into something trendy. Because if it is trendy, you can only last for a while,
Can only last for the duration of the
just for
trend.
the duration of it. Yes, that's what I mean by
Yeah.
that. You understand? So try as much as possible to be you. Do something that you can just do extemporarily. Something that it doesn't affect any other thing. Something that, and make sure that you have a time frame. I mean, how do I put this? A
Plan,
plan, yes, has a
schedule.
schedule,
Yeah, I
a time,
get,
a
I
time,
get.
yeah, have a time frame. Like, okay, and this is me this year. In the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, this is what I want to become. This will help you to checkmate yourself. You will know when you're doing better or not. You know where you're lacking. Do you understand?
I do get
So
it.
when you have a time frame for that, when you have it will be able to encourage your accountability. It will help you kill procrastination, and all these things will make you consistent. Basically, yeah, it will help
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
I get what you're trying to say.
yeah,
So for me, as a side hustler myself, what helped me stay consistent is just like goal. Like I always have this goal at
exactly.
the back of my
That
mind.
goal. Yeah,
Like the whole goal, to be honest, is to make money, to earn, to be comfortable. Yes, to have that financial freedom. Financial freedom, some people think is like to be able to uh, buy expensive cars and house.
yeah,
It's different for each person individual. But for me, my financial freedom is to be able to have that comfortability, that flexibility,
yeah,
to be
exactly.
able to feel okay, the people around me to feel all
Okay,
right.
all
And there's
right.
not that eagerness of like, okay, I'm scared to spend, I'm
Just
scared
yeah,
to buy something. There should just be that peace of
of
mind
mind.
that
Yeah,
comes with, the fact that you have finances, that you have money. So at the end of the day, the goal is always at the back of my mind. What I want to achieve, the solution I want to, provide through what it is I'm doing. So all of those things are always top of my mind. And when I keep it at the top of my mind, it helps me it pushes me further.
Further,
Even
yeah.
on the days that I'm low, I just think about it like, okay, you can take a break today, but just know that the goal is still there. You still have to arrive at that
So the
destination.
goal will always be
Yes. So
the
once
drive.
yes, once you've recuperated, go again.
Yeah.
Like my friend will say, go again. Always, all the time, every time.
Go harder.
Great when you need, but just know that you have to
Go
go
again.
again.
Yeah.
So now, so I'm just going to wrap it up with this question.
All right, man.
If you have to start all over again, what would you do differently with your 9 to 5, with your side hustle? Like you have a clean slate now, like you have to start all over again. What would you do differently?
Ah, basically, I'll be more conscious of my time. Yeah, just my time space. Yeah, basically, yeah. My time is everything. Basically, my time is everything. So I know when to move. I know when to stop. I know when to rest. Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize how much 24 hours is. 24 hours is a lot of time. You might just think like, I wake up in the morning, do this, if I go back to sleep, there's nothing much to do. But when you look at it in grand scheme of things, 24 hours is actually a lot of time. In 24 hours, people are dying. In 24 hours, people are giving birth. Life is living and life is coming. In 24 hours, people are hitting that great idea. In 24 hours, people are traveling, people are making moves. So 24 hours that you feel like it's not sufficient for you is actually enough. So, like you said, someone just have to be more time conscious to know okay what to do at the right times, not waste time when give time to the right things. If it's to spend time with your family, I don't feel any time with family is wasted. But spend time with your family. Don't just lounge around and just wait for the miracle to fall in your lap. The miracle is you. The fact that you're alive is it's enough blessing. So don't waste your miracle. Don't look for external miracle when you're already looking great. Look at you, beautiful, able-bodied, able-minded. You're just here, looking great. So go for it, guys. Yeah, thank you very much for such a wonderful conversation. I'm really really happy. I'm able to learn a lot of things because that's the idea for me to learn from the people I have conversations with. So I'm very, very happy that yeah, I'm having this conversation with you, even though Fumi. I said you're going to talk about Fumi. Guys, let me tell you what Fumi did. You know Fumi now. Fumi has always been our social media person. And I know Fumi, I need to have a very interesting conversation about side. Also, we did like a brainstorm session where we had like what should we talk about in the next podcast, what documentaries should we do, and this and this and that. And Fumi was like, I'll look for people. Don't worry. I'll talk to people and we'll see who to invite. And I said, okay, no problem. No problem. Me too, I was doing my own. Khadija was doing her own. Fumi was doing her own. Then a few days ago, Fumi was like, great. I found the person for you. He has a side also. He did this. Very, very eloquent, very shaking. I was like, Fumi. All right. Now, let's get to do this. Fumi did not tell me the name of the person. She did not tell me who the person is. I am in the dark, but I'm already prepared. You know, as a girl, I must be prepared. Only for me to get this morning to realize that Fumi, she brought a very special person for us. Should I tell you the relationship between Fumi and this person? Should I? Fumi, should I? You guys just use it as a side quest. Go and look for the. You know who Fumi brought? Fumi brought somebody that shocked me. I was like, Fumi, you did not tell me this. I said I was going to tell my viewers. So yes, this is me telling you guys that Fumi is a sly. All right. So thank you very much. We've come to the end of the conversation. But for all my podcasts that I do, there used to be a game session. Yes, to lighten up the mood. We've talked about the serious part, so you must play, right? So let us play. There's time for work and there's time for play. So we're going to have like a short game session, and I don't know what they planned for us. So because Fumi has slide me today. I don't know what she has in store for me. She wants to slide me round two. But the game session is about, word game. So we're going to play like a word game. So it's up to them. They will tell us what to do, and then but now the catch is this.
Okay.
Once I We used to do pillow fights on my own podcast show.
Okay.
So once you get it wrong, I will deck my guests with pillow. I'm sorry guys, I'm very respectful, you know. But all the guests I've brought, so they don't used to pity me. They will just deck me with pillow. So yes, please let us have our pillows. The joke's on us. Okay.
So that name of name of faith, God loss, animal, things. So
Okay.
they are starting with name of country. So name of country they are starting with.
Okay.
Pakistan.
Peru. Peru para. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, no. Okay.
Name of name that starts with S.
Names that start with letter S. Sheun,
Shade.
Shola,
Shegun.
Shobawale,
Sandra.
Samson,
Sumbo.
Samuel.
Sandra.
It doesn't matter. Santa. 2,
Samuel.
Simon.
Sunday.
3, 2, 1. Name of animal that starts with letter G.
Name of animal that said that are G. Giraffe.
Goat.
Gorilla.
3, 2, 1.
Thank God, because I don't know the next one. The next one. I for say Godzilla. Oh yeah. See. Oh yeah. Next one.
Okay, 2-1.
Name of states that
State where?
state that starts with letter
In which country?
Nigeria.
Name of
Okay.
states in Nigeria. Okay.
That starts with letter O.
Eh?
Ocean.
Ogun.
Undo.
That's all.
That's
Oh yeah. You have said Ogun before. You have said Ogun before. Ondo. Yeah. Oti Lodge. Another one. Draw.
States.
Name of states that starts with
Letter K.
Kaduna.
Katsina,
Kano.
Kwara,
Kebi.
Kogi.
3, 2, 1.
Kano.
Name of food that starts with letter B.
Boli and Epa.
Bread.
Boli and
3,
beans.
body and beans.
Beans. I even gave it to Bibi.
Okay,
Boli and beans.
Burger.
Butter.
Bama.
Banana. And now. Bama. Yeah.
Bones.
3, 2,
Yeah,
I knew I was gonna get it right.
say boss. That boss
You
is
just came from nowhere.
last ditch effort to for me. Oh yeah.
name of studio that's how letter G.
Great studio. I'm starting now. I'm starting now. Great studio. I'm starting. I'm going to look at it.
What the sugar?
Like I said, it's together.
For me,
Okay. Countries in Africa that you know.
Nigeria,
Zimbabwe.
South Africa,
Kenya.
Gambia,
Somalia.
Congo,
2,
Rwanda.
Togo, Togo. Yeah, in New York.
3, 2, 1.
Ghana. All right, guys, it's been fun. It's been
Yeah.
entertaining. Yeah, we've come to the end of today's episode. But before I do that, I want to tell you about Ad Genius Hub. Yes, you heard me. Ad Genius Hub is a digital marketing agency, and they do fantastic. Are you trying to get clients? You don't know where to start? At Genius Hub is your main bet. They are going to get you the clients. They are going to convert your leads into actual money. They are going to make people click on your video, come to your business, buy from you. At Genius Hub is a fantastic marketing firm. So in case you are wondering where to start, how to make sales, how to scale your business, At Genius Hub is your one-stop shop, your one-stop company for amazing offers, deals, and to make you make that money. So yes, go to geniushub.com, and they have amazing services just for you. So thank you very much. Do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and put on the notification bell so you can get updates from me, from us, from the team, from Fumi. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having more amazing guests, professionals, people who have, lovely things to say. So stay here, stay blessed. Thank you so much for coming.
I really appreciate you guys for having me on board. It's indeed my pleasure. I have had enough of fun today. Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
Yeah.
So
Check it.